Hey, William, how you doing?
Jeff, how's it going?
Just fine, thanks.
Any problems tonight?
No, none to speak of.
Not to speak of?
No problems.
You want to tell me what the police were doing here for?
Oh.
That was the cops that I just saw coming out of the building, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was just,
Do you want to tell me what he was doing here?
he was just making a social call, that's all. It was,
A social call on you?
what?
A social call on you?
No, in one of the tents.
Can I see your book?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was just, what's his name? That one cop,
Oh, Bill?
yeah, Bill, yeah.
Is that why you didn't write it down?
Uh,
I mean, you do know you're supposed to write it down, right?
yeah.
You know that anytime the cops come to the premises, you're supposed to make an entry. That's what this special remarks is for, right here?
Mm-hmm.
You did know that, right?
Yeah.
Then how come you didn't write it down?
He was just making a social visit. That's
So then
all.
how come no one signed the sign-in sheet?
Because I'm a fuck up? I don't know.
See? No record in the special remarks, no one signed the sign-in sheet. No record, no entry.
Well, do you make the cops sign the book?
Yes, or I sign it for them, yes. And that's what you do. That's what everyone does who works under me.
Look,
No,
just-
listen. You stick to the rules. You never have to have a discussion whether or not you were justified in not sticking to the rules. You understand? Okay, good. Now, next time the cops come, if it's official business, make a special entry. If it's a social visit and you don't wish to offend, write the visit down yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, write it down. And estimate what time you arrived. And what time you left. It's sloppy. It's sloppy. See? Every time I come in here, you're laughing and telling jokes and putting on the charm, but you're sloppy on the job. Look at all this. Looks like shit. Look. You got gum wrappers and sandwich bags, pornographic magazines. This is a disgusting mess. You should clean this shit up tonight, after your shift, because I don't want you to clean up this refuse while you're on duty. That's on your own time.
William, give me a break.
No,
man. Come
no,
on, look,
no.
Look, I'm like the most conscientious guy in this whole building, right? The rest of these guys are like a bunch of crack addicts and
Not
degenerates.
for long, they're not.
What do you mean not for long?
Any
They're
man that
whole
works
life.
on my command who can't straighten out and fly right is gonna get busted. Giving you guys fair warning. That means you too, Jeff. Look, you're a good man, okay? But you're always telling jokes.
Not
Now
always.
listen, every time I turn around here, one joke after another. Makes me question how serious a person you are.
Well, how else am I supposed to stay awake? I'm kidding. Joking.
Glad to hear that, Jeff. Because if I ever catch you or anyone sleeping on a shift, I will fire your ass on the spot. Just like I did last week with Louis Moore over on 58th Street. It was 2 years away from retirement. Caught him sleeping on a shift. I stood him up. I ripped that badge right off his shirt. I'll do the same thing to you. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. That certainly was terrific how you fired that skinny old man right before he was supposed to retire.
He wasn't doing his job. Nobody's paying him to take a nap. Now, I'm going to ask you again. What was that cop doing?
I told you why he was here.
Because if he was here asking to see me, Jeff, I want you to tell me. Even if he told you not to, I want you to tell me. You understand?
What, man? He didn't ask about you.
Okay.
Wait, why would he be looking for you?
It's
You
none of your
shouldn't ask.
business,
Okay, I'm not asking.
See, always gotta be invading other people's private
Hey,
business.
get off my back.
Excuse
I
me?
said get off my back. I didn't even do anything to you. You know, and this isn't even my shit in here. It's Manuel's.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a call. My fucking brother got picked up by the cops. I don't even want to tell you what for. It's just that I want to be prepared in case the police come around asking about his whereabouts.
Okay. I'm sorry. Man.
Sorry.
Well, they really weren't here to see you.
Okay. Just seemed like a strange coincidence.
Wait, well, I mean, is your brother all right?
I don't know. I haven't even spoken to him.
I didn't even know you had a brother.
Well, I do.
Wait, so like, what did they bust him for? Oh, okay, skip.
My brother, he's fucked up. He's always been a fuck up. Always been selfish. Always been wild and selfish. I mean, you know, type. You know, living like a free spirit and what have you. When everyone else is trying to work for a living, you know the type. I mean, sometimes you just have to wash your hands of a person because you get no recompense. You know what I mean there, Jeff? I mean, you must know what I mean. You've seen something of the world. I've seen nothing of the world. I've been working for security companies since I'm 16 years old. Do you know that I was the youngest captain in the history of this company? I'm a square, man, you know? I'm square. I'm no fun.
That's very true.
But I will bust your ass, all you guys, if you mess up on my shift. I don't let people mess up on my shift. That's how I got to become the youngest captain in the history of this fucking no-account security firm. I can't believe some of the people they hire here, can you? Did you happen to see that article in the New York Times about security companies in New York City? Guys with long prison records, rapists, murderers, anyone at all could sign his name, they stick a gun in his waist, and they set him up to protect somebody. Can you explain that insanity to me? I personally got rid of 3 guys that work for this company because these guys were just out and out criminals. You can't just hire somebody because it looks like you can manhandle a person, you know?
Sure.
I'm just rambling.
No, hey, ramble away, man. It's the highlight of my night.
How's everything going with you, Jeff, okay?
Pretty good. Yeah, I've been looking around for some apartments.
Oh yeah? How's that going?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I saw this one place today that's actually really nice, but it's a little bit out of my price range. I still owe my brother a lot of money.
It's your brother. Maybe he'll forgive the debt.
No, I don't want him to forgive the debt. I want to pay him back every cent I owe him, with interest. No, to hell with that, man. I'd rather live in that room for the next 5 years if it meant I couldn't pay it back. Look, I'm a reformed character, man. I don't take nothing off of nobody. No thank you, no more.
Well, I can see that I've been a positive influence on you, Jeff.
Yeah, you have, man. You're a positive inspiration. Hey, I got that book you told me about, the 6 Habits of Self-Motivated People.
What do you think? Did you read it?
Well, I tried to read it. I just couldn't get past the first 2 habits.
Just forget it.
Because I wasn't really that motivated. Look, really, I did try to read it, but I just don't usually respond to that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sure it has good stuff in it, but it just kind of seemed like bullshit to me.
Jeff, I mean, you gotta have an open mind, you know?
I guess.
I mean, but you gotta be willing to address some of your own shortcomings, otherwise you're just wasting your time.
Well, you see, I don't have any shortcomings. That's probably why I'm getting into it. Yeah, I do have a terrific sense of humor, though. That's one thing you can definitely say about me.
Laughing up as always, Jeff.
Look, I'm just kidding, all right? Look, maybe it was good. And to tell you the truth, I couldn't really focus on it too well. I can't really concentrate on anything I read lately.
Really? Why is that?
Well, I guess my mind is, I have a lot on my mind these days. I don't know.
Like what?
All right, well, my best friend from when I was a kid, my friend Scott, he's getting married on Saturday. I've been roped into arranging this whole bachelor party for him, so it's been distracting.
From what?
What?
Distracting from what? All you do is sit here. You have no interests.
I have
You
interests.
have no family. I mean,
I have a family.
no, no
What are you
wife,
talking
no children. That's what I mean by a family. Someone that you're responsible for. You have no ambition as far as I can see.
about? Wait, well, I don't tell you everything about
Well,
myself.
good, I'm glad to hear that. See, that's why I always try to get you to improve your mind a little bit, you know? Aim a little higher, apply yourself to something. I can see that it's just a waste of time.
You just don't want to
You're
admit.
probably one of those guys just intended to drift through life, doing one job or another, no plan or specific intentions of any kind. One day, you're gonna wake up in a lobby just like this one. Everyone's gonna be calling you Pops. You're gonna look back and you're gonna remember, I should have listened to that William guy. You know, he was the only one that tried to get me to focus and cultivate my potentials, you know? My whole family was content to let me fritter my life away, but not that William. He was trying to get me to focus my energies a little bit. But, you know, daughter an old, useless, unemployed Pops doorman that I am, I have to admit, probably could have been a positive influence on me had I not been such a callous, careless type of joke-telling, sit on my ass my whole life type of guy when I was younger. But all that's all right, right? I mean, you're not trying to climb any higher anyway. You see what I mean?
Man. I just wish the hell you'd stop trying to butter me up all the time. You know, it's embarrassing for the both of us that we're always coming in here trying to kiss my ass. Tell you.
Joker laughs last. And the Joker is gonna laugh last at you.
What do you mean, like the Joker from Batman? No, what the fuck are you talking about?
The generic Joker, like, you know, the laughing figure of fate, whatever you wanna call it.
Oh, that Joker. Yeah, no, everyone's terrified of him.
Joker laughs last.
Joker. You know, I have interests, all right?
Glad to hear it.
You know, and just because I don't tell you about it doesn't mean I don't have
All
them.
right.
Hey, you work here too, man, so why you
No,
get on my ass?
I
about it?
don't.
What do you mean, no, you don't? You're working the graveyard shift.
I'm working the graveyard shift, Jeff, because that's the shift where everybody messes up, okay? I told Joe Collier that I was gonna weed out all the bad apples in this company. That's exactly what I'm doing. But just sitting here getting old before my time.
Not getting old.
I'm working my way up through the ranks.
Yeah, good for
By the
you.
time I'm finished, I'm gonna clean this place up. Then, I'm gonna move up to management. If they don't move me up the way I deserve to move up, I'm going to set myself up on my own. I'm gonna compete with these bums because I know I can do a better job than them. My eyes closed.
Good for you. I was in the goddamn Navy for 3
Don't
years,
lose your
right?
temper.
No, man, why you gotta come in here and be ragging on me all the
Oh,
time?
you can take it, but you can't dish it out, but you can't take it.
I can take it, but there's a limit, you know, there's a level. And I've been busting my ass all year trying to get my shit together.
All right.
God, you of all people should be encouraging me. I just had a little bad luck, right? Anybody could have a little bad luck.
Didn't you tell me that you were kicked out of the Navy for being on guard duty smoking marijuana?
Yeah. But it was bad luck that I got caught. The rest of my friends are still sailing the ocean blue, getting stoned out of their minds. I get high one time and suddenly I'm out of my ass.
Listen, all I'm saying, if you weren't smoking this stuff in the first place, you wouldn't have to be relying on luck at all, good, bad, or otherwise. See, I'm a personal believer in giving somebody, all people, a second chance, you know? And I like you, Jeff. I don't know why I like you, but I do. I regard you as a project. I think you have a lot of potential.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, Jeff. Because I think that every human being walking on this earth has a lot of
Oh,
potential.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, keep laughing, Jeff. I think you probably have more potential than all these guys put together.
You think?
Yes, I do, Jeff. I mean, if you really applied yourself, who knows what you could be good at down the road. You know, you can't measure that potential. It's never been measured.
Well, thank you, William. I take that as encouragement.
That's what it's meant to be, but you can't just sit
You know, I
here.
always thought I had a lot of potential. Yeah, I guess I just lost my way.
A lot of guys feel that way, Jim, but you
Look,
can't just.
I know, I'm not blaming anybody else, seriously, but look, I've really had a